Monday edition of the ICU TV Breakfast Show. Well, it's been a while since I sat here hosting with my lovely co-host Chipo here. Well, we're excited to bring it to you live on ICU TV, the Information and Communications University, ZRDC, and not forgetting our YouTube channel. So if you haven't subscribed yet, please, you can do so. Well, we have a lot of stories lined up today. Seeing that it's a Monday.
It's a Monday. It's a beautiful Monday morning.
Of course it is.
What's your word of the day?
Word of the day, just do what you have to do to get the bag. It's always the bag. It's always the bag. It's always the bag. Well, we have a lot of interesting stories. We had the World Cup final yesterday in the evening.
Yes.
It was quite something.
Beautiful scenes, I must say.
Well, I'm not really happy as I'm supposed to, because
Team Argentina.
Yes, of course. But for some reason, I'm happy because some of the players that I was rooting for during this entire World Cup, players like Mbappe, they will be getting something. So I'm quite excited about that. Well, we're going to take a short break and we'll be back with the stories and details. Well, welcome back. We now dive into the stories that are making headlines this morning. We have the Zambia Police Service says 3 bodies have been retrieved during a search operation for Ethiopian nationals expected to have drowned in the Zambezi River while attempting to illegally cross into Botswana. Now, Police Public Relations Officer Godfrey Gilabi says the bodies were recovered by a joint team involving the Zambia Police Service, Zambia Army, Department of Immigration, and Kazungula Town Council. He said the incident happened on 13th July 2026 around 21 hours near Mwangwa village in Kazungula district. Mr. Chilabi says 2 of the deceased have been identified as Ethiopian nationals, while the identity of the third person remains unknown. The 3 are believed to be among 10 suspected. I beg your pardon, the 3 are believed to be among the 10 people suspected to have drowned, with a search for the remaining victims still ongoing. Well, this is a sad read.
Indeed.
But it's also something that should alert these immigrants that want to cross to these other countries. We have a certain policy. For you to be a citizen of a certain country, you're supposed to follow the correct procedures. For example, here in Zambia, we have 3 settlements. Once you come here in Zambia, you have to go to the immigration office. They're going to assess you. They will ask you why you are in Zambia. Are you a refugee or an immigrant? Because these 2 things are actually different. They are very different. So we have Matempala settlement, we have Mayukwayukwa, we also have Maheba. So once you are given a card to go to any of these settlements, you are supposed to stay there. You are supposed to be certified as an immigrant. But we have been seeing a lot of cases where people just go to other countries illegally, and these are the results. We are having people dying, which is quite sad.
Very true. I think a few months back we had an incident where it has to be Ethiopian nationals again who died in our truck. So this goes to show that people are not taking care of themselves. You have to take care of yourself in a certain way. Do not do things that are risky. Your life is precious. You are somebody's son, daughter, father, brother, uncle. So take care of yourself. If you want to get into a country, do it the legal way, because the legal way is always the safest way.
Of course, it sure is. We now go to the next story.
Our next story is the Zambia Police Service has opened investigations into a viral video circulating on social media that shows 4 masked individuals branching machetes and allegedly making statements that promote violence. Police Public Relations Officer Godfrey Gilabi says digital forensic officers and detectives have begun analyzing the footage to identify those involved. Mr. Chilabi says the individuals will be traced and brought to justice. adding that police are concerned about the circulation of content that threatens public safety. He warns that the possession, display, or use of offensive weapons to intimidate members of the public is a serious offense under the law. He has further cautioned against using social media or any platform to incite violence, issue threats, or encourage criminal activity. Mr. Chilabi says the Zambia Police Service remains committed to maintaining public safety and will take firm action against anyone found breaking the law. So as we are in the election period, it's quite sad to see this happening, because we want a peaceful elections. Even in our national anthem, we say free. We are united as one. But then seeing this is really saddening, and it's heartbreaking, so to say, because why are we doing this? Why are we sending threats to people? And the people in question were wearing regalia, a certain party regalia. But then social media is on a buzz right now because there are people from the opposing party that are saying these are not our people. These are being used so that people should hate us as a party. But then we have other parties also saying these are your people. So what do you think? What is your say on this issue?
And it's quite unfortunate seeing that we are almost coming to the end of the campaign period. We'll be voting next month, just a few days from now. Now we are seeing such activities happening. And I must say, we have had some sort of peaceful campaigns after a long time as Zambians. So I thought we were going to enjoy this for a while, but now we're starting to see such incidents, which is quite unfortunate. And we have been seeing the Electoral Commission of Zambia, even just the president and other opposition leaders, singing about us campaigning in a peaceful way, maintaining peace as a country, because as Zambians, we are known for that. So I hope the police are going to bring these people to book, so that we can actually know which party they belong to, so that we stop this thing of no, it's UPND, no, it's NRPUP, no, it's leadership movement, no, it's this. So we need these people to be put to book, so that they can be accountable of their behavior. Okay?
Yeah.
And we'll be bringing you live updates from the Anglican Cathedral, where Dr. Guy's coat will be laid to rest. The church service will be there. And as ICU TV, we'll be bringing you live updates. So do stay tuned to our Facebook page. We're going to take a first break, and we'll be back with more stories.
We are the dreamers reaching for the sky. At ICU, together we will rise. With knowledge and passion, we aim to achieve a future so bright, with more to believe. We're building
As a best graduating student, Masters in the School of Humanities.
won't be denied. From Lusaka to the world, we stand tall and strong.
Hi, I'm Genea Moyo, and I am ICU.
We're rising high with education. We are the dreamers reaching for the sky. At ICU, together we will rise. With knowledge and passion, we aim to achieve a future so bright, with more to believe. We're building
As a best graduating student, Masters in the School of Humanities.
won't be denied. From Lusaka to the world, we stand tall and strong.
Hi, I'm Genea Moyo, and I am ICU.
We're rising high with education. We are the dreamers reaching for the sky. At ICU, together we will rise. With knowledge.
The Information and Communications University is complementing government effort in promoting legal and safe mining for all Zambians. ICU is offering a short practical training course to artisanal and small-scale miners and those who intend to venture into mining. This training covers identification of rocks and minerals, mining operations and equipment, health and safety in mining, environmental protection, licensing and compliance. Qualifications: National Registration Card NRC. Apply now at www.icuzambia.net. For more information, contact the ICU School of Mines, Department of Artisanal and Small-Scale Mining at +260 763 302 596 or +260 973 263 492. For analysis of mineral samples, contact the ICU School of Mines Laboratory at +260 973 263 492 or +260 977 833 434. The Information and Communications University is complementing government effort in promoting legal and safe mining for all Zambians. ICU is offering a short practical training course to artisanal and small-scale miners and those who intend to venture into mining. This training covers identification of rocks and minerals, mining operations and equipment, health and safety in mining, environmental protection, licensing and compliance. Qualifications: National Registration Card NRC. Apply now at www.icuzambia.net. For more information, contact the ICU School of Mines, Department of Artisanal and Small-Scale Mining at +260 763 302 596 or +260 973 263 492. For analysis of mineral samples, contact the ICU School of Mines Laboratory at +260 973 263 492 or +260 977 833 434.
You are still watching the ICU TV Breakfast Show, and now we get into our safety segment, our health and hygiene segment of the show. So, bathing. It is July, but please make sure you bath.
And brush your teeth and drink a lot of water because it's important. You need to be hydrated.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Put your cologne, as you're going out, as you're going to step into the public, make sure that you don't pollute us. Please. It is quite sad, especially in buses where you're going for work in the morning and you're next to this conductor. He smells like 3 days
And
ago.
it's in the morning.
In the morning.
5 in the morning.
It's sad.
Quite sad.
It is.
Quite
Despite
unfortunate.
the fact that we saw Kulima Tower operators come together to get these people toothbrushes roll on, but then I don't see a change. I think it's getting worse. So what did they do with what they were given? Because these people were given toothbrushes, they were given toothpaste and all that, but it keeps getting worse. I think we should understand the fact that being that it's cold isn't a reason for you not to bath. The scent is going to project just as much as it would on a hot day. So please make sure you take care of yourself. Have your bath. If you can't have a cold bath, have your warm bath. Shave your armpits. Make sure you're all
Very
clean.
important. Very, very important. Now we'll go on a short break and we'll be back with what's trending in the headlines. Into the newspaper headlines. Now, the headlines are always buzzing on social media. They always have something new, especially if you look at News Digger and you find a headline in pink. Just know that
The hottest peak of the day.
Yeah, of course it is. Now, going straight into the Zambia Daily Mail, we have President Hakainde Hichilema heads south and concludes marathon tour of Northern Tuapula. Now, we have been seeing this going on social media. People are saying that just a few weeks ago, about a month ago, it looked like the president, the incumbent president, Mr. Hakainde Hichilema, he was unopposed. But now we're seeing a little bit of a change now. We're seeing Brian Munduvile the president of the NRPUP, coming with fire. We're seeing people waiting for him even when he's having his campaign at night, which is quite interesting. Now, the elections are becoming interesting because now we do not know who is going to be voted into power. Because just a few weeks ago, it was evident. Everybody was saying, no. The UPND will still remain in power. But now we're seeing the opposition, NRPUP, they're actually doing the most. And we've seen that the president has just concluded his tour of the South. And I saw in the papers and on his socials, he posted that now this coming week, he will be in the Southern Province. And he's going to conclude his tour in Livingstone. That will be on the 24th of this month. So it's something to definitely look forward to. And then also the headlines, we also have Scott life to saving Zambians, says the Vice President Mutalina Lumango. She visited Belvedere Lodge, where the president, the place that was set aside by government to mourn the former vice president, Mr. Guy Scott, who died on Wednesday last week at the age of 82. Now, I will somewhat agree with the vice president because we're seeing that this is the man that has done a lot of things for Zambia. He was once the Minister of Agriculture, and he was once a member of parliament for some constituency in the Bembaland. In the Bembaland, because he's somebody that has contributed largely, and he became the acting president just when the late president, Mr. Michael Chilufya-Sata, died in 2014. So he has done a lot for this country, and he has contributed to the national development, and today he'll be laid to rest. So he definitely needs to be remembered because he has promoted peace. And even after he left active politics, he still contributed. He used to give counsel, to the presidents that came after him. We had the late Edgar Chagalungu, and we also have the incumbent now, Mr. Hagainde Hijilema. He provided counsel, so he's somebody that needs to be respected, somebody that needs to be remembered, even as he will be put to rest today.
For sure, he was a true statesman, I have to say, because in the time that he was helping us move after the late President Michael Chilufya-Sata died, we saw this man who, well, according to the law, he would have been president until the next elections. But he understood the fact that he is white. And, being Zambians, we were saying we can't have a white man sit as president. He helped us transition from that time into us getting a new president. He was a true statesman, I have to say.
Of course he was.
We get into news diggers. So our first is, there's no assassination attempts on Mundubile, government say.
Quite interesting.
It is interesting. We've been seeing this making rounds on social media where people have been saying government wants to assassinate him. We saw Dick get involved, and no, they also want to have him arrested because he's the opposing leader. But that we now see government is clearly coming out to say this is not true. There is no assassination attempt.
Of course. And the spokesperson, Mr. Thabo Kawana, he held a press briefing just last week with a journalist. He was affirming and he was dismissing the fact that people thought as if government was trying to assassinate the NRPUP president, Mr. Brian Mundubila. But now it's good that government has actually clarified that no, that's not the case. Yeah.
It is true. So for the full story, you can read it in News Diggers, that is on page number 6. Our second pick is, will achieve re-elected, says the president. I have to say social media is hot today because people are saying, well, we have two sets of people. We have two sets of Zambians. We have the ones that are saying, and we can clearly see what he's done for the country. And then we have Zambians that are saying, if re-elected to do what? Because clearly we cannot see what you have done. So,
quite interesting. And it has been more interesting because we've seen the current president, the incumbent president, Mr. Hakainde Hichilema. His manifesto is quite different this time around.
it is.
He is telling the people to say, I want you to assess, even when you'll be voting for me, with what I have done, and I'm not going to give you any more promises. I just want you to look at the things that I've done this far, and then you're going to come up with a decision just from that.
Yeah.
He's been telling the people, no, we have employed a lot of teachers. Since time immemorial in Zambia, we have employed more teachers, more health workers. We have created employment for a lot of youths in Zambia, and the Constituency Development Fund has been increased to 40 million per constituency. So he's telling people, see what we've done, and then make a decision out of it.
So speaking of employment, we recently saw the president say all the nurses who attended a rally are going to be employed this week. That has also been buzzing on social media because people are saying, is campaign now the new way for us to get employed? Should I go to a rally?
Quite questionable.
It is
Quite questionable.
It is quite questionable.
Of course it is.
So for the full story, you can go to News Diggers, and the story is on page number 11.
We have had a lot of interest on our socials, on ICU TV and ICU TV News. We're going to take a short break, and we'll be back with what's trending on social media. Stay tuned. So we want to know what you think and what's your take. You can be part of this conversation by just dropping your comments in the comment section. And now we go to our people's favorite segment.
Mine too.
What's trending on social media? We have had a lot of stories that are making headlines on social media that have just kept us busy during this weekend. Now, something that has caught a lot of people's attention is this one. Veteran news anchor Mary Kasoko Mwikisa leaves ZNBC after 16 years. Now, this is somebody I have grown up, watching. She was actually one of my favorites, and she has been somebody that I've actually looked up to. But now we're seeing her leave ZNBC after 16 years. That's a lot of years, and we just wish her all the best.
We do.
In her new endeavors, because we know that she's not really going to be out of the picture, but she's probably joining some other company. So we wish her the best in everything that she's yet to do. Yeah.
We do wish you the very best, Mary. And I think this is another Chilufya Mwelwa transition. Don't you think so? There's something big brewing somewhere here.
I think so.
16 years is a long time, and she brought her services to ZNBC. We saw her on shows like Morning Live, The Breakfast Show. Which other shows? There's quite a lot of shows. We saw her anchoring the news. So it is a little sad to see her go, because we got used to seeing this lady. I would look forward to watching The Breakfast Show because Mary is on the show.
Yeah, of course.
It reached a point in time.
Are you gonna miss me?
Orbits Chilneshe, also known as Chilowan Mr. Zambia, with his fiancée Angela. So
it attracts joy on social media.
It did.
And it was I thought the Chilanga Mulilo was it was just then.
Mm-hmm.
I thought when they had their Chilangamoya, I was like, oh, okay, they're married, that's it. But now I wake up yesterday in the morning and I just see pictures all over my feet. I'm like, oh, okay, it's really happening. She's in a white dress. She's wearing a white suit. It's really happening. These guys have had their white wedding, which is quite good. But now we're seeing, you just know social media. They're now tagging the ex, Tiana. They're tagging the ex Tiana, and it's quite interesting, I must say.
It is quite interesting because people will be people. We've seen
Always.
people who are happy for them. This is a couple that has tied the knots. They're showing us that they love each other and they want to be there for each other. They have decided to say I do. They have decided to say until death. But then we also have people who are saying, so they were waiting for their child to attend their wedding.
Now that.
Of course. I mean, I think they waited so long because we all noticed also that she was pregnant. So it is only right she waited to have her child afterwards. Not that there's anything wrong with her getting married while she was pregnant, but she waited and that's okay. But then people will be people.
People will always be people. But congratulations to the newlyweds. As they say, love is a beautiful thing.
It is.
And we wish you the very best in your marriage. And we hope God is going to be the center of it all.
We pray so.
Yes, we pray so. And I hope we're not going to listen to people on social media because they might be misleading. Social media can build and destroy at the same time. So we hope you're going to cover your ears as an upcoming Wanachimbusa. As an upcoming Wanachimbusa. Oh, sadly,